All right, today we're going to review all operations with exponents. You have space to take notes. I would start in this first box and then take your second note right below it. But any way you want to use these boxes to take notes, that's up to you. So let's get started. The first thing I have is 3 to the third times 3 to the fifth. I know that when I am multiplying exponents, I can add the exponent when the base is the same. So I'm multiplying, which means the base will stay 3, and I can add my exponents 3 to the 8th power. Now I may also see something that looks like this. What's different about this one is that there is a negative exponent. Same thing, I'm multiplying, so I know that I can add my exponents when the base is the same. So the base is 4, and now I'm going to add my exponents. It helps me to write this out. I'm going to do negative 2 plus 6. Now I have to think back to my good fluency skills. Negative 2 plus 6. There's more good guys than bad guys. So I subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4. This will be a positive 4. We can also review dividing with exponents. Let's say I have 3 to the 8th power over 3 to the 3rd power. This line right here means to divide. And when I'm dividing exponents, I can subtract the exponent when the base is the same. So I'll subtract from top to bottom. 8 minus 3 is 5. So this will simplify to 3 to the 5th power. We may also see a problem like this. What if I have 3 to the 3rd power over 3 to the 9th power? I am dividing, which means that I can subtract my exponents. I'm going to write this down again. I always subtract the numerator from the denominator. 3 minus 9. Ooh, I have to use good skills. I know I could rewrite this as 3 plus negative 9, or I could see that there are 9 bad guys and 3 good guys. 3 minus 9 is negative 6. So this would simplify to 3 to the negative 6, because there's more on bottom than top. I could rewrite that again. The negative exponent tells me that I have division. It's going to be a fraction. My numerator is always 1. My base is 3. That's to the 6th power. We also know that we can raise an exponent to an exponent. So if I have 4 squared to the 5th power, if I have an exponent raised to an exponent, I multiply my exponents. 2 times 5 is 10. This would simplify to 4 to the 10th power. I may also see something like this. 6 to the 5th power raised to the negative 2nd power. When I have an exponent to an exponent, I know that I can multiply my exponents. This simplifies to 6. And I'm going to multiply that 5 times negative 2. I have to make sure I keep that negative. A positive times a negative is a negative. So this simplifies to 6 to the negative 10th power. If I wanted to go one step further, I could. The negative exponent tells me that I'm dividing, or that I will have a fraction. The numerator is always 1. And this becomes 6 to the positive 10th power. Last thing I'm going to do is kind of review those dividing exponents that are the negative exponents that I had gone through really quickly. So if I have 5 to the negative 3rd power, the negative exponent tells me that I'm going to divide. It also tells me that it could be a fraction. So I'm going to take the shortcut. I know that this is going to be a fraction with a numerator of 1. My base is 5, and it's raised to the 3rd power. The longer way I could do this problem is, I know that the negative exponent means to divide, and I'm going to divide 3 times. I'm going to divide by 5 3 times, and I can write divided by 5 as 1/5. So it's 1/5 times 1/5 times 1/5. These two are the exact same. Let's try one more like that. Let's do 7 to the negative 8th power. This negative exponent tells me I'm going to have a fraction, and then I'm going to divide. My fraction's numerator is always 1. It's going to be over the base of 7 to the 8th power. You have the rest of this worksheet to do as review. And then when you finish this, you should go back to your agenda and see the next thing that you're going to do. There's a front side and a back side to this. Please do both.